From Craig Rolson in Europe, David Gerber in Brazil, and our editor-in-chief and publisher, Don Oshman, it's time for this week's Sunday Night Week in Review.
Good evening. It's, are we on? It's Sunday night, February 9th, 2000, I think it's February 9th, yes, 2014, and welcome to another broadcast of the HideNet Week in Review Market Report video. To all our Chinese friends and viewers out there, happy Year of the Horse. Been a very good weekend here because I'm taking a break from watching the Beatles. In the United States, they had a Beatles reunion on from the Emmys or something, and then of course you have to flick back and forth on your TV flicker to watch the Olympics, which I'm sure many of you around the world are watching. A lot went on in the markets today, a lot did not go on in the markets this past week because basically the Chinese were closed for Lunar New Year holidays, and the Koreans and Taiwanese and other countries were out until Monday or Tuesday. So it was not an active week. In Europe, Craig Rolson, our European reporter, reports that the prices were mixed as activity begins to improve a little bit again as some of the Asian tanners drift back. Raw stock, fifth week of the year, activity was gradually picking up, but it was not especially voluminous. Some talk and concern was of the Chinese could cut into European buying. If the Chinese come in heavily, and everybody's speculating whether the Chinese are going to come back into the market this coming week in Europe, in Australia, in Latin America, and of course North America. Everybody's thinking they will, but there's no guarantees, and of course they don't act all in consort. But the feeling is that they're going to be back, and that's going to push prices higher. But you have to watch our daily reports and our weekly reports and stay in touch with us to see what really is going to happen. Because if they come in, we're going to see another good uptick. If they don't, I don't know. Also, Craig's report from Europe talked about how Ferragamo and LVMH reported sales increases, and that Irish light ox were under a little bit of pressure. And the European perspective is if U.S. steers go up higher, it could increase the demand for some of the European hides because they become the lower priced alternative to some American steers. The veal skin market is slaughters down, which has helped the prices of veal skins in Europe. But it's still not as hot as it was, but it's becoming more firm. EU bull market was somewhat unsettled, again, waiting for the Chinese and waiting to see how automotive business goes, which has been impaired, at least in the United States, by bad weather. In North America this week, low kills, tremendously low kills. We should be doing 600,000 head a week. We're doing 566, 575, 25, 35, 40,000 head less than is normal for this time of year. I think our report said we're down about 9% compared to a year ago. Everybody hopes this is going to become more reasonable, like 1 or 2%, but it hasn't happened yet, and this has put the packers more sold ahead. This past week, in quiet trading, by the way, Texas butts and heavy native steers advanced between $1 and $3. Again, check your HideNet market report to get the details. The cow sector was firm, steady, a little bit higher, depends on what you've had for sale.